2, 3, go! Make some fucking rain!
All right, out back behind growls with Sean Hynes, Ingested.
How are you?
Good. It's nice and cold in Memphis, Tennessee tonight, so we'll try to be brief. So I see from the Instagram posts, tweets, that kind of thing, this tour looks like it's been nuts.
Yeah.
How good's it been?
For the most part, it's been amazing. You know, plenty of sold out shows. Maybe the one or two shows where it's not been so good, but on the whole, it's one of the most positive tours I think I've done in the US. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we're kind of year 3 of this whole pandemic thing with trying to do live shows. Are you seeing more and more people come out now and get a little more comfortable?
I mean, from my experience, only shows I've been to over the past couple of years are my own, and we did a UK run in November last year, and there was maybe a 20% drop of people turning up. I feel like it's been slightly less over here, like people are still turning out. So
Yeah.
I think it's getting there slowly. It's, you know, not done yet.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
there's
for sure.
Still more to go, but you know, anything like this, and you know, sold out shows and stuff. You know, it's all positive. So
Right.
we'll see, won't we?
Now, you guys put a record out during the pandemic.
Yeah, we did. Well, it was supposed to come out in the summer, but we pushed it back a few months. I don't know. I mean, we don't want to sort of band that wanted to sit on it. We wanted to get it out as quick as possible. And to be fair, we didn't think it would last as long as it did. Just not doing stuff.
Right.
I don't see the difference of us releasing it during that or after that. I mean, all things taken into consideration, it did pretty well. Right. To be fair, even without being able to tour on it.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was no, it was good.
Now, there's a lot of people who don't think about the ins and outs of touring cross country or internationally.
Yeah.
You've got a couple of twins at home.
I do have a couple of twins. Though.
Is that the hardest part?
Well, it's my first proper tour out there away from them. I mean, they were born slap bang in the middle of COVID, so that year I was supposed to be out on the road a lot, so that would have been a different story. But you know, this is my first long stint away from them. It's a little strange. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I'm doing okay at the moment. You know, it's halfway through. You know, just worried they're not going to know who I am when I get home. You know what I mean? They're only young, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. So, not counting this tour, who are some guitarists you look up to?
In general, I probably have to say Rob Arnold from Chimera. I just feel like he's more of a everyman player where, you know, if you're not a virtuoso, you can look up to someone who's got, you know, the licks that he has, and just the kind of like style that he's got. He definitely was a big inspiration. John Gallagher from Dying Fetus, that was a big thing. Probably Terence Hobbs, Suffocation, and maybe a more modern player like when DL from the Acacia Strain was in the Acacia Strain. So like, you know, Continent up to Death Is Only Mortal, that kind of, you know, this kind of stuff was pretty sick. So probably those players. You
guys are on the road a whole lot. We mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Is there a go-to band you're really hooked on right now?
To be honest, I don't listen to a whole lot of music when I'm away on tour. Before I got onto this tour, I was checking out the Great American Ghost because I wasn't really over familiar with it, but I listened to a lot of their last album, Parfrey Terror, and quickly become one of the bands I'm excited to see every night and listen to and stuff like that. But on the whole of listening to stuff, I don't tend to gravitate towards metal while I'm on the road. I don't really listen to a lot of anything really. I mean, I don't really get time to. But if I am listening to music, I've got like a Spotify playlist of stuff that I've curated over the years. It's like 80s pop and there's kind of nostalgia kind of songs from 90s as well, and that kind of stuff. So,
what's the current state of heavy metal?
What's the current state of it?
For those of us in it, we know it's thriving. There's a lot of new stuff coming out, but from a general standpoint, what do you see it?
It always comes in cycles, no matter what you look at. I mean, at the moment, the deathcore thing's gone stratospheric. You know, bands like Lorna Shore, which you know, there's no denying what's happened to them is pretty amazing. Yeah. Shadow of Intent, bands like Art, Brand of Sacrifice. That's kind of like that's where I would say the majority of the kids are coming out to see bands like that, listening to bands like that. You know, but old dudes like us are still trudging along playing amongst them bands, so that's kind of cool. But I mean, it's healthy. There's a lot of positives in the bands that are around here today and stuff like that. You know, I don't feel like it's a dip. I mean, look at this tour. It's, you know, a handful of maybe 10 sold out shows so far. You know, everyone's making good money on merch. That's a positive. You know, there's always room for improvement. You still got to persuade the general public that it's a decent form of music. But on the whole, I think the scene's pretty strong.
Okay. Hey, Sean, thanks a lot, man. Good luck the rest of the way.